How's it going? You guys talked to Maisie?
Yep.
Scandal?
So, what can you tell us about this messed up timeline that you guys have gotten yourself into?
What I can tell you about what we shot is minimal. What I can tell you where it's going is none. I barely know anything about
Where do you want it to go?
Where I want it to go? I think we're in a sweet pocket right now where we are all like kind of meshing and clicking and all of our interactions are becoming pure and sincere and we're getting to that point where like the good stuff can happen. And like right now we're set up for the good stuff.
You definitely transitioned more into the superhero role, especially towards the end of last season. But you know, you got to remember your character's still a historian, so to see the timeline and I guess history itself so messed up, how is that affecting you?
Well, that renders everything he knows useless. Once we destroy time, Nate only has steel because time doesn't exist anymore. And piecing that together is going to be a lot more difficult than prior to knowing everything that happened in history. Which, by the way, thank God, because it's very hard to remember this. I heard that, I think I high-fived Phil. He was like, so history gets ruined, so Nate kind of doesn't know anything. I'm like, awesome. Let him turn to steel.
We're getting that return of Damien Jones in season 1. That's actually I'm sure you have
I don't know anything about it. We were on panel today, and Mark asked Dom about episode 3, the comment on episode 3, and Dom's like, I haven't read it. None of us received it yet. So Mark's like, oh, you guys haven't gotten it yet. So like we're in the we're still plugging along very, very, very well. I heard silk. It's like a wind, a sail walking by.
I like that nickname. It's very suited.
What's that?
Lotsie?
Lotsie? Yeah, I love Lotsie. It's great.
So we saw you take on some more physical action. Obviously, he's an academic. What are we going to see him do more? Are you going to see you do more stunts, more fighting, more choreography, anything like that?
Yeah, we get right off the gate. We're just getting. We have a lot more action. But I also don't do. I mean, I broke my nose last year doing this thing. I posted on Instagram.
Oh my God!
You should see it. Brandon's double gets pulled out by a wire from like a steel. But for whatever reason, he threw his hand forward. When he threw his hand forward, he was in the Atom suit. Or cracking across the nose.
So are we going to see any more of your character moving in the romance department? Where is that going to be going this season?
I shot a fair amount with Maisie so far this season. It's an episode and a half. Outside of that, it's up to Mark and Phil.
And what about some of your interactions with some of the other shows in your universe? Have you had any thoughts about who you would love to have scenes with? Who you would in the whole, the universe?
You know, Melissa's such a special energy to be. I know everybody said Melissa.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, she's a unique snowflake. So it's like everything, like being around her, like she doesn't take things too serious. She keeps it light, and it's easy to work with that sort of personality.
Yeah.
I don't know, she's like a nice person. So it kind of works out. You're like, all right, this is a solid 15 hours. Later. Like, yeah.
Do you have any, so a lot of our fans are asking about your backstory and sort of flashbacks. Are we going to get any sense of, your family life and things like that? Because obviously you did have the storyline with your grandfather. Are we going to get any more of that moving forward, or is it all about the timeline?
I would imagine with any series that goes multiple seasons and you have a certain number of shows, you're going to touch on a lot of character history, especially something like this.
Have you come up with stuff in your head?
Well, you come up with a whole life before you do your first scene. So, this whole life in my head exists already. To go back and do it would be great. I want to see how close my history I made for him and the guy's history for him. Well, they were talking like he's not the comic book guy. Because the comic book guy was actually an opiate addict who had one leg.
Right.
Yeah, and so when I got it, I was like, damn, where are you going? This is dark. And I wrote Mark like a heavy email. I was like, hey guys, like, how deep are we taking this? Like, how far are we going? And they're like, yeah, don't pay attention. I was just like, okay.